Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Froe Show. My name is Frank Mencken, and I'm joined, as always, by my beautiful co-host, Joe Murray.
Hello. Hello.
And for the first time ever, we have a guest.
Woo! Hello.
Welcome, Maddie.
Thank you.
How do you feel?
Nervous.
Nervous. It's your first podcast.
It is.
Yes.
Can you tell?
Look, we talked last week about our first podcasts.
Oh.
And it's never good.
Why are you bringing that up again?
Well, because, okay, maybe I enjoy bringing it up a little bit. A part of me is a bit masochistic.
That was probably the worst experience I've had on this podcast.
The first experience.
Like the worst one was listening back to our original thing last week.
Yeah, no, it wasn't great.
Anyway.
Maddie, welcome.
Thank you very much.
Do you want to kind of explain a little bit about like who you are, what you do, that sort of thing?
Okay. I am a TikToker.
Ooh.
So I upload on TikTok and somehow grabbed people's attention, and now I'm on a podcast. That's basically it.
That's
wow.
a fun origin story.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Obviously, so much to unpack. TikTok, we're like, for all intents and purposes, we're like 45-year-old men. Like, we don't, like, I will scroll through TikTok at night when I'm going to sleep, but that's about like the extent of my TikTok career.
Yes.
Like, how does it work?
Look, I don't know. I got the app when it was like first changed from Musical.ly to TikTok, and that was when it was like embarrassing to have it on your phone.
Right.
And so
right.
I didn't really think anyone was going to see my stuff, and I like wasn't afraid to embarrass myself.
Yeah.
So I just started uploading videos, and then when TikTok actually blew up, I'd been on there for like a year, and so I was kind of good at it, or like better at it, I guess, than everyone who's just joining. No, I'm not better than anyone. Sorry, I worded that very poorly, but I just meant like
the
I
headline
got it together.
tomorrow: Maddie is better than anyone.
I like that headline. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, so it was kind of right place, right time.
Yeah, exactly.
And having a year of experience behind you.
Yeah.
So you didn't come from Musical.ly, because that's what I hear a lot. Is,
I had Musical.ly, but
Yeah.
I like got 10 views on every video.
right.
I also had Musical.ly.
Yeah.
Really?
I was a Musical.ly kid.
I
was like a secret Musical.ly kid.
Okay, yeah.
I didn't want to talk about it. I didn't
Yeah.
want to acknowledge it. I was just like,
I
That
was like
makes sense.
thinking about it the other day. I can't remember what I watched. Like, I can't remember a thing about Musical.ly except making Musical.lys. So I swear I didn't even
I don't
watch
think
them.
I watched any either. I don't think
which is
anyone
weird.
watched it. I think people made Musical.lys and then uploaded them to Instagram.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
which
Yeah.
is really
wow.
weird.
Yeah.
Because I never had Musical.ly.
Yeah, but you were cool.
Looked at them.
Yeah, no,
fair,
that's
fair.
definitely the factor.
Yes. I mean, you're a band kid, so for a
Yeah,
theater
well, I'm
kid,
not
that's
really
like
cool.
that's like the pro cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
So like what kind of your content obviously as with everyone's content changes all the
Constantly.
time.
Yeah.
But like what content do you think is like your kind of go-to?
I don't know. I remember when I was first blowing up, like I kept getting messages from people that I like really looked up to, and they're like, "I love your content," and I'm like, "Sorry, what is my content?" I kind of just upload whatever I want. But no, I just like uploading things from shows I watch, like audios from shows I watch.
Yeah.
Just songs that are kind of trending at the moment. I don't know, whatever I feel like.
Right. So do you make your own audio then for
For some of them, not for many. They don't usually do well if you put your own audio up. Fun
Right,
facts for you
okay.
if you want to get into TikTok.
Good to know.
Yeah.
So when you're making TikToks, do you like follow trends? Because that's kind of what like we do with the podcast. We're very trend heavy.
Yeah.
I think it's mainly because I spend so much time watching TikTok that like the trends are kind of just in my head because I just like spend hours on TikTok.
Wow.
So yeah, the songs just get stuck in your head and you're like, all right, my turn.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I would not know. You wouldn't know how to start, would you?
A TikTok?
No.
No, I have no idea.
I think I've done a couple.
Yeah.
I think my favorite TikTok I made was It was a while ago. It was the one with like where they do the horse and then the person's like behind. And I was the butt of the horse with my hair like
That makes sense.
flailing. Yeah. I think and that one got like 1,000 views.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
thank
Very
you.
good.
Thank you.
Wow.
I'm clearly the most famous TikToker
I should be
in the room.
interviewing you.
Yeah, I remember the first one I made was about this podcast, and we got like 400 views on that one. And that's just because I did a popular song. I thought
That was Bad Boy.
yeah.
I actually
That was when that
have
was
Okay, I have a problem with TikTok. Is that I
Ooh.
always add the songs to my playlist.
Oh yeah, no, same.
Okay, because
Yeah.
I always get made fun of at parties because I'm like,
I know. I have experienced that.
yeah, good. Okay, I'm glad it's not just me.
Or when you know like 15 seconds of a song and it just comes on, you sing it all and everyone keeps singing, you're like, that's all I know.
I'm gonna tap out of that one.
I actually have to go get a drink.
Yeah, no, I really feel that. So with your with the stuff that you do,
Yes.
do you plan on branching out from TikTok? I know you do some YouTube stuff.
Every now and again, yeah. Yeah.
So is your main focus TikTok, or are you like kind of?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm like trying to work out where like I'm best fit. It's definitely not Instagram. I will never be an Instagram celebrity. I don't understand that at all. But yeah, TikTok's probably my place at the moment, but I am trying to branch out to YouTube just because on YouTube you can like make money literally just by uploading.
Yeah.
Whereas on TikTok you have to like advertise and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, right.
I don't know, that doesn't feel as ethical to me.
Yeah.
So
That's actually one of the things that I wanted to ask was how, because like I understand YouTube monetization, and
Yeah,
I understand podcast monetization,
Yeah.
but I feel like TikTok, they have that what is it, the advertisers marketplace or something like that? Isn't that like a
yeah,
thing?
there's only like 2 ways you can make money on TikTok. So the first is very slow way, and you can only do it like if you're one of the bigger TikTokers. But when you live stream, people can give you gifts.
Right.
But TikTok takes a huge percentage of the gift. So if
Right.
they're only giving you a like 50-cent gift, you get nothing, like
Right.
next to nothing basically. So that is one way you can make income, but you're basically stealing people's money.
Yeah.
You can advertise. So I have an agent and she just reaches out to me every now and then. She's like, hey, I have this ad. And I'm like, okay.
Right. And then is that like, what does that entail? Like what kind of ads are they?
I've only had her for a couple months and she's only given me a couple of jobs to do. But they've all been very cool so far. I did one for The Sims.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I know. That was my
Whoa.
first one. I like sent it to my brother and I was like, hello, you're helping me with this. 'Cause he is a huge fan of The Sims. So yeah, that was a pretty good
What
first
did you?
gig.
So what did you have to do for that ad?
Well, they give you pretty much creative control. They just like, they give you a few things you have to mention. But yeah, I just had to talk about The Sims 4 in general. So that was one video that I had to do. And then I had to do another one, which is about their new game that they just came out with.
Right. And do those videos do as well as your other videos, or no? Okay, so people just do not engage with them.
Yeah, no, I try to make them look as little as an ad as possible. Not because I get paid either way, so I don't really care if it does well, but I don't want my audience to be bored. And I
Yeah.
don't want them to be like, ew, an ad.
Ugh,
Yeah.
sell out.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, no, I get that.
So
Yeah.
that just goes onto your TikTok then, like your account.
Yeah. And
Oh, wow.
you sign a contract, you have to keep it up for like a certain amount of time before you're allowed to delete it. So,
Wow.
Does that amount of time change, or is it just like
it changes from like company to company, but
right?
yeah,
That's interesting. So once that contract is done,
I
you
can just take it
remove
down.
it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
right. That's interesting because like with YouTube, and I guess that's the advantage of short form content is like with YouTube and stuff. If you get an ad in the video, it's there forever.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
that's just baked into your video
Yeah.
now. Ah, that's
really cool,
definitely really
actually.
cool.
I
That's
like the way
much
they
I
do that.
quite like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Imagine if we could just upload like a 2-minute ad spot as a separate video on our channel and be like, all right,
Get the money,
yeah,
delete it.
Thanks,
yeah.
bye.
Yeah.
No, that's cool. So that's through your agent then. That
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
So what's the process of getting an agent then? So how did that happen?
they just messaged me on Instagram. So I didn't scout them out at all. They like found me and they're an Australian agency and they've got some like good names under the belt. And I was like, if you want me, I want you. So, yeah.
Wow.
I'm not going to say no to that opportunity.
Yeah, exactly.
That's so cool.
So with obviously we kind of have to get to all the like TikTok banning stuff.
Oh yeah.
What are your thoughts on that whole thing? Like obviously it's kind of an issue for your career.
Well, yeah. I'm just kind of hoping that it's not going anywhere because they said it was going to be done really soon. It's been a couple of weeks now and it hasn't been banned. But if it is banned, there goes my career. I'm not too worried. I don't know. I'm just trying not to think about it too much, I guess, just hoping it's not getting deleted.
Yeah, no, that's totally fair.
But yeah, I still have supporters on, like, my like, really hardcore supporters. They're on my YouTube because no one goes to my YouTube. So if they're on my YouTube, they're dedicated to my stuff. So I know I've got them. I've got, like, a pretty okay Instagram following. So I could build it back up, but my main following is definitely on TikTok. Yeah.
Feel free to plug them if you
No. That's okay.
With your YouTube, like, what are those numbers like? Because you said that was way lower than...
So I, like, since I was very little, was, like, trying to get a YouTube account, a YouTube channel that, like, did well. And I think the most I ever got was, like, 100 subscribers. And I made a 100 subscriber special. I was so excited. And I think now I'm up to, like, 4,000 subscribers since doing TikTok. So it's pretty awesome.
And those are all from TikTok.
Yeah. See, I don't really, like Instagram, I still don't really know how YouTube works. Like, I've never had a YouTube video, like, actually do well on YouTube, if that makes sense. Yeah. I've just, like, advertised it somewhere else, and if people want to watch it, they'll come watch it. So I still don't know how to get, like, work with the YouTube algorithm. I haven't figured that out yet.
Right. We're also
I don't get
a lot better
it.
than that.
And the thing is, you can only do... Because that's what I say a lot about TikTok, is that the TikTok algorithm is
works in your favor.
It's much better written than anything else. Like, YouTube's algorithm is like, oh, one person didn't watch this past 30 seconds, so no one will ever see this video again. But so do you feel like you have a good understanding of the TikTok algorithm, or? Yeah,
I understand TikTok pretty well, but nothing else. So I know my numbers, and I know, like, when to post and, like, all of those, like, gritty things.
Wow. So with TikTok, do you have detailed analytics and stuff?
Yeah. So I can see, like, where my audience is from and how long they watch my videos and all that kind of stuff.
Wow,
that's cool.
That is really cool.
We always like looking it out because our podcast distribution thing also shows our analytics of, like, where people are listening from. Yeah.
Isn't it fascinating?
It's so cool. I'm like, someone from France listens to every single episode.
Really?
We've been trying to get him to message us, but he still hasn't messaged us. So message us.
Oh wow.
But yeah, no, that's always really cool though. So where is your audience?
America.
For the most part?
Yeah. I've noticed that if you don't include your accent, it changes who views you. So if I upload any video with me talking, it's all Australia. Like, everyone's Australian. But yeah, like, most of...
They just crowd around you and, like, lift you up on a chair like a Jewish puppet.
I think it's just, like, this Australian pride or something. I don't really know. But yeah, mostly American, actually. And
right.
Wow.
Yeah.
Because, okay, so I feel like this is a good segue into, like, how I actually met you.
Yes.
Because I just assumed you were American.
Yeah.
As I do with...
say when they meet me.
Yeah, as I do with every TikToker. Because I'm like, Australians wouldn't do that.
Yeah.
But no, and I was just in Kmart in our, like, local shopping center. And I was with my dad. And I was like, I think that's a TikToker.
That was my favorite experience because, like, up until that point, everyone had always been like, I think I've seen you on TikTok. And I'm like, yeah. But, like, you knew my content. And I was like, hello. I was, like, so blown away.
Oh, that's good. The photo is so awkward.
Oh, yeah, you'll have to show me. It was right in the middle of COVID, so we were like, we'll just stand apart. Yeah.
And I was like, I don't really know what's, like, okay and what's not. And then, no, it was definitely an interesting... I got home and I sent that picture to my friend and I was like, I'm such an idiot. Like, I can't even take a good picture.
I was probably just as awkward. It's fine.
How often would you get, like, recognized like that?
Well, I don't go out that much, so I actually get it a lot at work. I'll just be serving someone, and halfway through taking their order, they'll be like, you're on TikTok, hey. And I'm like, yeah. Do you want a sugar in that? Like, that is the main time that I it's happening a lot more. I don't know whether I'm getting out more. But yeah.
Right.
The other day, I went to check out my new uni, and there was some school-aged kids there, and they, like, ran up to me and hugged me, and I was like, this has not happened before. And so I think, like, their age determines, like, how they react to seeing you.
Yeah.
But yeah.
This is not socially distant.
No.
But, right.
Wow.
That would be so strange.
It is.
'Cause do you feel like people would, like when you're working, do you think they have to like get past the fact that, oh, you have an actual job as well?
Well, yeah. I don't know. Yeah. Good question. I don't know. I can like see when someone's like, I think I know her because I'll just be working and then I'll see them like go on their phone and they're like looking up and down, like checking that it's me. And it always puts me off so much. I just like start shaking and then I'm like, they're going to ask me. So yeah, I don't know. I think they probably get surprised that I'm like local, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
What's your worst like interaction? Have you had some bad ones?
It wasn't like bad. It was just so uncomfortable. Again, I was at work. I told you, it only ever happens at work.
It's probably you, Frank.
It's me. Sorry. I apologize.
No, that was one of my best experiences. And I was serving this couple and the guy was placing his order and this girl was like, and she's like, you're on TikTok. And I was like, yeah. And then she just like stared at me. And like she wasn't happy, she wasn't excited, she wasn't like shocked, she wasn't anything. She just stared at me and then was like, okay, and left. And her boyfriend just like finished the order and I was like, that was really weird.
That is incredibly strange.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then she like messaged me after and she's like, I saw you at work today. And I was like, I know.
I'm aware of that. You
Yeah.
stared at me.
Yeah, it was very scary.
Yeah, no, that make me.
Oh,
I feel
yeah,
like
I
I
don't
was
like
in like a wax museum or something.
Yeah, I know.
That's a really good way of putting it.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
that's rather terrifying.
Yeah.
Do you feel like how often does that like not bad experiences, but how often do you feel like you get recognized? Is it growing?
Oh, it's definitely growing, and I don't know why. Like, I've stopped posting. I hardly ever post anymore. But I actually have a second account, so maybe it's doing better in Australia than my other account does.
Right.
So maybe that's what it is. I don't know. But yeah, it actually happens every time I go out now.
Whoa.
I just like
You're gonna have to start adopting like the Marvel, like the sunglasses and
yeah.
cap.
Yeah, maybe I should. You know, it's really awkward. I would just like get home and I'll just check my notifications and people like I once went out just to the shops and I came home and 3 messages from 3 different people mentioning that they saw me and I'm like,
Wow.
okay.
Do you think it's weirder if they don't come up to you?
I don't have any problem with them coming up to me, so I don't really care either way. It's
Right.
whatever they're comfortable with, really.
Right, fair
Yeah.
enough. Because I feel like that would be weirder for me, is if
Yeah.
someone just messaged me and was like, I see you.
Well, I know that if I was like in their shoes, like I would get really nervous.
Yeah.
So I would probably be the person to go home and be like, I saw you.
So when you see yourself in the mirror, do you
I get so excited. No, I'm kidding.
So when you go out, do people yell Violet or do they yell Maddie?
No. Yeah, see, as I said before, I don't think anyone, they like recognize my face and they like
Yeah.
associate it with TikTok, but most people that I see, like,
Do they?
they don't know who I am.
Right.
Yeah, they don't know my name or anything.
So you don't get
Alright.
do you get associated with characters or do you?
Yeah.
Because you have a couple that like obviously
Yeah.
Violet is one of them and
Yeah,
Coraline is
Coraline
another,
is
and-
probably the biggest one. They're like, oh, you did that Coraline video, hey, and I'm like, yeah.
That's me.
Do you want the button I think? Yeah.
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 So do you? Yeah. No, go.
I was gonna say, like, how long would it take you, on average, to make a video like that?
Well, that's the thing. I have a lot of patience and like I like it to be perfect. So I really don't like filming TikToks with other people just purely because they're like, how long is this going to take? But I will redo and redo and redo it until I'm happy with it.
Right.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you kind of treat it more like a production, like
Yeah.
like you're
I put
actually.
a
Yeah.
lot of effort into
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
I mean, it shows. Like, obviously, that's
Thank you.
why
Yeah.
your
Thank you.
content is so good and why you have such a large following. Is
Thank
that
you.
people are like, oh, this person puts a lot of effort into their
Yes.
TikToks. Because I have, obviously, everyone has people in their lives that are like, I'm going to be TikTok famous.
Yeah.
And then they're just post, they like they learn a dance and they do
Yeah.
it once and then they're like, all right, that's the one.
I'm famous. Yeah.
Do you have people in your life that are like, boost me?
No, not really. Yeah, no, not really. Every now and then someone will make a joke about it, or quite recently, one of my like really close friends, like had never really mentioned that I had a TikTok. She never really like talked about it or anything, and then one day just like posted an Instagram photo and was like, I hung out with a TikTok famous person today, and I was like,
Oh.
Well, that's the last time we're hanging out.
Yeah, no, that'd be very
it's
strange.
I don't know. It's weird when they treat me differently. So.
Yeah.
But most of my friends are really, really cool about it.
Oh,
So,
yeah. That's
yeah.
good. So they're not like clout chasing.
No one's like leeched off me or anything.
Right.
I would probably let them, to be honest. Yeah, no.
Yeah, because I feel like that would be the most worrying part is like making new connections with people and then being like, is this because of what I've built or?
See, I don't even mind that too much. It's like really awkward. I've had a couple like starting to build a friendship with someone and then like later on I find out that they knew about my TikTok and then you kind of like notice that, I don't know, like they know so much about me and I don't know anything about them.
Right,
and then they're like expecting a certain thing of me and I just can't keep up and it like overwhelms me a little bit.
So would you rather that someone is straight up with you, like straight away?
Yeah,
like,
100%. Yeah, don't keep that a secret. It's creepy. Yeah.
Just watching every one of your videos over and over again. I know every inch of your bedroom.
Me too.
Yeah, no, that'd be the strangest thing.
That
Is
would
like
be really
that's why I'm
strange.
so glad that we have a set. Is
Yeah.
like
Yes,
no one will ever know what my house. Oh, except for like our Patreon videos, but no one will ever know what the rest of this room looks like.
Yeah,
which is
that's
great.
true. Yeah.
But I feel like that would be like my biggest thing is like an invasion of privacy of like
Yeah.
they know so much about
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
Do you like? Does that affect you when you're meeting fans? I mean, that they're like, do they ever like get weirdly personal about it or?
No, it's usually like very short interactions. Probably because I'm so awkward. Like the other night, I literally met someone and it went like this. She goes, "You're on TikTok, hey?" And I was like, "Yeah." And she goes, "You're really awkward, hey?" And I was like, "Yes, thank you for that." So yeah, the conversations do not last very long at all.
She was just like, I'll immediately call you out and then leave.
She was very forward about it.
That's so funny. I feel that's terrible.
I mean, I know it, but it was weird hearing it from someone else. Yeah.
Imagine if like someone just if you had no following and
Yeah,
someone just came
I
up to
know.
you. Like I feel
Yeah.
like that's always how I kind of would go
Yeah.
into it is like, okay, this is just a person.
Exactly.
Like,
Yeah.
But imagine if you just went to and you were talking to the checkout person.
They're like,
and
you're really awkward. I know, I'd probably cry.
you're like, I don't want to be here anymore.
These lights are too bright. Sorry.
So now we have to get into the discussion. Is that
Explain.
before the show we were complaining that we don't like. Well, we don't. Well, should we say it? We probably shouldn't say it. We'll bleep the first one. But we a certain shopping center we don't enjoy because the lights are far too bright.
Sorry, I didn't give context for that one.
That's okay. Joe and I rarely give context. Like a lot of the time, I had on my list turn off my computer. Because on my computer, my screensaver is The Shining. It plays The Shining.
Yes.
And
I think
every
I heard
time,
you talk about that. Yeah.
every time we get an hour into the show, and then on my screen, it's the scene. Have you seen The Shining?
I did.
So-
I watched it recently.
Yeah. So the scene with the woman in the bathtub.
And it always comes up at the end of the show.
Every single time. I was like, I had it on my list. I was like, turn off your computer. Turn off your computer. Like, otherwise, we're not going to be able to stay focused.
No. I just be watching it.
Yeah.
No, but we talk about it a lot.
The Shining.
A lot. Yeah.
Yeah. Probably a little too much.
Do you, you mentioned that you're very into film at the very least. Like, do you have a favorite movie?
Well, recently you guys, actually you've spoken about it a lot, A Quiet Place.
Yes.
And you guys were talking about the Foley in it, and Foley fascinates me so much. So I love when you guys talk about that. Yeah. Segue into that whenever you would like to. But yeah, and you were like talking about the cabbage and stuff. And I was I have got to watch this. And so I went home and I absolutely loved it. So good.
Oh, it's such a good movie.
It's probably my favorite movie at the moment.
So, and then you listened to the podcast, went and bought a cabbage, then watched the movie, and you were like,
yeah, I was doing the Foley. I actually had the whole thing on mute.
yeah, perfect. That's actually how we watch movies now. Yeah.
Me too.
I reckon we should try it.
We should.
We totally should.
Yeah.
We're gonna do it. That's gonna be one of the Patreon things.
There's like 7 or 8 sounds for one thing though.
Yeah.
Well, clearly we make this a party and get everyone involved. Yeah,
I'll come.
yeah, good.
Okay,
You
cool,
come,
yeah, so-
bring everyone, bring your whole family. We'll
Great.
have a TikTok party. Not TikTok, Foley party. What? How did I get to TikTok from Foley? I think my brain process went sounds
Yeah.
like, and TikTok is a sound. Then I went like, oh, clocks, and there's clocks in A Quiet Place.
What?
Just
There's
look.
clocks in A Quiet
It's
Place.
the ADHD brand. It's just like bap, 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 bap. Like I had
TikTok.
like I had like 7 steps, and then I got to the end there.
Oh my
Clearly,
God.
we are a very professional production
Yes.
that stays right on the money every single time.
I see that.
Oh, I love it. I don't know where I'm going with it. Anyway,
ADHD.
what were we talking about? ADHD brain. Yeah, that's fun. I don't know what to segue into, if I'm honest. I've like completely lost my like professional train of thought.
Yeah.
Do you have anything exciting that you want to talk about?
Oh, gee, I wasn't prepared for this.
Sorry, I just
No, that's
threw you
okay.
under the bus there.
I don't think so.
Oh, that's okay.
Sorry.
Well, let's
me read
talk
my
about.
questions.
Oh, you have
I
questions.
don't know.
I-
I think they've all been answered, to be honest.
I definitely have a very good question. I put up a post over the week to like all my arts friends, and obviously you have a large following, and that's something that interests people.
Yeah.
And so one of my friends asked a very good question. He's an artist in Brisbane, and he has a very small but very like loyal fan base. Like he has
The
collectors
best,
and
yeah.
that sort of thing, which is great.
Yeah.
And his question was, when your following grows to a number that large, does your kind of not care, but your like understanding of the individual person diminish? Like, do you see it as kind of a whole, or do you see it as 600,000 individual people?
Well, yeah, I don't know. It's kind of like hard to comprehend like how many like people are watching your stuff and like the fact that that's not just a number, like that's actually a number of
Yeah.
people.
Yeah, we looked it up. It's twice the size of the entire population of the Sunshine Coast.
Oh, wow.
Just gonna put that right in there.
Thank you for that. Yeah, no, it's, well, I've noticed, I have a second account and it's like doing how well it was when I first started my other account, if that makes sense.
Right,
And
yeah.
so like it's kind of reminded me of how it was when I first started. Like I remember usernames, I know who comments a lot. Like I know the people that interact with me a lot more on that account, which I think I did lose on the other one.
Yeah.
Just because there's so many people that come like in and out like
Right.
of watching my stuff.
Yeah.
It's kind of hard to keep up. Yeah.
Yeah, which is totally fair.
Yeah.
Which makes sense. Like I feel like it would get very hard to keep track of the individual at that
Yes,
point. Yeah.
it does a little. Yeah.
Do you with comments and stuff, obviously there's gonna be a whole lot of very weird people out there.
Yeah.
How do you kind of manage that as your like in your comment section, or do your fans kind of shoot them down straight away?
Not really. No, I have like really, really lovely supporters. So I can tell when a video is being shown to people that don't follow me because the comments shift a lot.
Right.
So if like the comments are very positive, I'm like, ooh, my followers like this. And if they get a little bit negative, I'm like, ooh, guess who's on the For You page? It's me.
Right.
Yeah, no, I just get a lot of comments about my appearance and stuff, which sucks a lot because like that's not what I'm here to do. I'm here
Yeah.
to like
And also-
make a video and entertain and whatnot. And
I can't change that.
exactly,
Like, it's here to stay.
And it's never like that hair color doesn't suit you. It's like your eyes are too far apart. And I'm like, sorry, let me just
Let me just use the face mush effect on
exactly.
every single one of my videos.
just put it back together for you. Sorry about that inconvenience for you. Yeah.
Yeah, no. Like we're pretty lucky being like a small production still in that almost all of the comments that we get are incredibly positive.
Yeah.
Did that shift happen very quickly, or was it something that kind of came over time?
Well, yeah, I don't know. I was kind of like, when I first started, kind of even positive, even negative, but it wasn't that many comments, so it didn't really matter. Then I kind of blew up literally October last year, just that month, completely blew up. And it was very, very positive that month. And then that was when like the negative people started to like weave their way in.
Yeah, well.
After that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where did you? So you said you blew up in like October. Did you say?
Yeah.
Where were you before then? Like what was that growth from and to?
So I got to about 50K, which I was like, oh, look at me. Like I felt really good about myself. I was really proud of myself. And I literally stayed there for months. And I remember even making a post being like, I gained 100 followers this month. And I was like so excited about 100 followers. So I was at 50K up until October. And I think in October I hit that 100K mark and I was like, whoa. And then, and I think in November I got to like 300K and it just like kept growing. Yeah.
Right. Wow.
So was it like, I suppose it probably wasn't like one video, but was it a few videos or
it was
one?
It was the fact that I was uploading a lot. I think that's a good thing on TikTok to remember, that like just upload a lot. So it was October, so I was doing like a kind of Halloween series, and the more that I uploaded, like the better I got at doing what I was doing. And so as my audience grew, like my content was like getting better as well, which always helps. But yeah, I was uploading like 2 videos every single day pretty much in October. Wow. So that was definitely what did it for me.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, because I think I followed you in that like 50 to 100K mark.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And I remember because I was like, I remember seeing you, I think it was around 70K when I followed.
Okay.
And then when I met you, I like looked at your TikTok afterwards and I was like, whoa, okay. Like clearly much larger than I remember.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Just a little. So with that growth, obviously volume is a big part of that, as with most, I feel like most social media and platforms, and YouTube is like that as well. Like the more you post, the more you're going to get promoted. But is that like, for you, was that like the key to your growth, do you think? Or was there other factors that kind of played a part?
Because as I said, I'd been uploading for like a year, and like I had a couple of videos that would go kind of viral. I had one that hit 1 million views and I was like, whoa, so exciting. But like I was still pretty the average TikToker. Like I wasn't anything special. Sorry, what was the question?
Like what were your keys to like
there?
Like was there anything special?
It was just like getting like a stable audience by uploading a lot, and then like having one big viral video that kind of just like
really
blew
push it over the edge.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Wow.
And do you have like I was saying before, like a group of really loyal fans? Do you have that? Like, do you see those people in your fan base?
Yeah. Even every now and again, someone will be like, "I've been here since 50K," and I'm like, "Whoa!" Like you guys were dedicated following me back then. Like my content sucked. But yeah, no, I definitely like. I recognize like usernames, and I have one follower that I love so much. They've been around for ages, and they comment on every video, and they just take like a factor of the video and just put small at the end. So they'll just be like, so if it's about, I don't know, going to the beach, it'll be like beach small. It'll be about like just random things, and every single video, and I'm like, yes.
Beach is small.
Yeah.
That's really sweet. Yeah. That, like someone would engage with you like that.
Yeah. So I love those kind of comments.
That's I really like that. I want a beach small person.
Just on every podcast. Just have the main topic. Small.
A Quiet Place Foley. Small.
Yeah, exactly.
That's great.
Love it.
So do you have like a, I don't want to say hype house because I like really hate it, but like, do you have like a group of TikTokers that you kind of talk to and interact with?
I have a group of friends. We're just like friends on Snapchat. We never like collaborate or anything. It's just like the fact that we're all on TikTok. We have that in common. And I've made some super loyal friends from that. And yeah.
Right.
Yeah, they're super nice. There's a couple of people in there that are like too cool for us, and they like don't talk as much, or they'll just like randomly leave. But yeah, we just kind of talk about anything.
Yeah,
it's never really about TikTok at all.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's good that you can have like, because I think that like what we were talking about before, I think that would be really difficult is navigating new friendships with like a following of that size. Because that's what I always have with, and it's a different ballpark, but with celebrities that are dating and that sort of thing, is like you never know what they're coming in for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
But I mean, I feel like that's something you would learn to manage, I guess.
Yeah.
In some way.
Yeah, especially celebrities. Like some celebrity relationships like set up. They're not even real.
Yeah. That's weird. Imagine if there was like, oh, actually, there probably totally is like TikTok setup relationships.
Yeah. Well,
actually, yeah.
They always thought that about Charlie and Little Huddy. I don't even know if you guys know who they are.
I do know who they are.
They always thought that was kind of a setup, but who knows?
Right.
Yeah.
Important question.
Okay.
What, like your For You page, what side of TikTok are you on?
Alt.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
Good.
Because the sides of TikTok has come out in like the last couple of months.
Yeah.
But I have been like trying to explain that to people for so long. I kept saying like my content isn't what I watch. Like the stuff like if I was not me, my content wouldn't be on my For You page, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
And then the sides of TikTok came along and I was like, yes, I've been trying to explain this for so long.
Yeah.
But yes, I'm definitely on alt TikTok.
Good.
And
It's the best
frog
side of
TikTok.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think we have the same For You page.
Probably. Yeah.
No, I have a friend of mine who's on like deep fried like
Yes.
and it's just so gross.
Yeah.
Like I was scrolling through their top For You page and I was like, I don't know how any of this is fun.
Yeah, I know. It's so crazy.
Especially with headphones on, you're like, I don't want to hear anymore.
No. Yeah.
So because I watched, you posted a new TikTok yesterday.
Yes.
Today? Yesterday.
Yesterday. I
Your
think.
another Coraline one.
Yeah.
My question is, there's
Okay.
a shot of you falling on a bed.
Yeah.
How?
I have hanging pots and I got that tripod just there. And I attached my phone to it and then I like straightened out the tripod and just sat it on the plant. And then it just had
For reference, that tripod is the Joby
bendable
spinny
one.
3
Yeah.
like the Gorilla Pod ones. Yeah.
So it's making one noise.
Yeah, there you go. yeah, that
and I
one.
have like the phone attachment that you can put your phone on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was really confused when I got mine because I thought it was going to be a lot easier to move around than
Yeah,
it was.
it's a bit stiff.
But I mean, I guess it's a good thing. With your production of TikTok is like making them. Do you kind of apply? We're gonna get technical. Do you apply like kind of film ideas and motifs to that, or is it?
Not really. That's kind of why I'm going into studying film because there's so much technical stuff that I just do not know.
Yeah.
Like I just kind of like doing what I think looks cool and stuff, but I know there's a lot of like theory and stuff behind it, so I want to learn that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. So with obviously like as an extension of that, do you plan your TikToks beforehand or is it kind of very off the cuff as you go? Because you said you were really
Yeah.
like...
It's kind of a mixture of both, like especially if it's like a last minute TikTok. But I've
What do you mean by last minute TikTok?
well,
Do you have a timeline of like...
Do you have deadlines to release
pretty
TikTok?
much. You have
Right.
to, well, for my audience, I have to post like middle of the day. Anything past that, my audience is asleep.
Oh,
yeah, 'cause they're
so I have to be
America,
like careful when I
true.
post. Yeah.
Right.
But yeah, I do a lot of TikToks before I have to go somewhere, and then I'm like finding myself scrubbing off like crazy makeup, and I just got like makeup everywhere.
Yeah.
But I've also gotten into recently. So there's a thing on TikTok you can make drafts,
Yeah.
and so I would just like make a very loose draft of like all the cuts from like what angles I want it to look like.
Yeah.
So then I can just see if I like it, and then I'll have that idea ready and. For when I need to do it, I'll remember what I thought of. Yeah.
And you film it all on your phone?
Yes.
Right.
I have like a couple TikToks that I film on my camera, but very few.
Right.
Yeah, well.
Yeah.
Okay, and why are you staying on you? Because I know a lot of people. I don't know his name, but the guy who does all the like personality facts and stuff. He's like the
Ryan
Swedish
Beard?
dude.
Oh no,
No.
someone else.
But he films all of them on a camera.
Oh yeah.
Is there a reason you're staying on a phone? Just like simplicity, or
it's easier in some ways. But like if I really want to like edit something, you can't do that on TikTok. There's like very few features for like post production when you're making a TikTok.
Yeah.
So if I like have an idea that I really need to like manipulate the footage or whatever, I'm like, this is going on my camera. Like if I'm not filming it on the TikTok app, I will film it on my camera. Like there's no use in using my phone camera. Yeah. If I could use my camera.
yeah, no, that's fair enough. And you mentioned before that you were like doing little vlogs and stuff. Like what is your plan for that? Is that kind of where the direction that you want to go in?
Well, at the start of this year, I think I was like super determined to like move my audience across to YouTube. Just because I wanted to. And I was doing my tactic of uploading a lot, and I was like really in the swing of it, and I was having so much fun. And there was like a period of where I was uploading like every second day for like 2 weeks, and like the content just shifted so much. Like I just got so much better at editing. Like I knew what was interesting. I got rid of like all of the boring stuff. And so I got pretty good at it. And then I don't know, just once you fall out of the swing of it, you're just out of it.
Yeah.
But I do want to invest in a new computer so that I can get Premiere Pro.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of just like waiting for that so that I can really boost up my videos, I guess.
Right. Yeah. And so you obviously think it's very important to kind of reinvest the money that you make. Yeah.
100%. Yeah.
What investments have you made so far in like to improve your content?
My camera was probably one of the bigger ones that I did. I just like bit the bullet.
What camera did you get?
I was waiting for that question from you.
Canon Mark I G7X.
Oh, the little
It's the YouTuber camera.
It's the YouTuber camera. Yeah, right.
So I got that bad boy. I put like a lot of too much money into props and stuff. Like if you see something that has a specific prop, like, wow, that works really well with that video, like, cool that she had that laying around. She did not have that laying around. I went and bought it. So yeah, there's like some TikToks are really expensive and for no reason. I just like want to do it.
What's been your most expensive TikTok?
Oh gee, good question. Like my Coraline, I guess, like I bought the whole costume for it, like the wig and everything.
Whoa, yeah.
I've had to buy a lot of makeup. I'm trying to think if there's one in particular that was really expensive. I can't think of any off the bat, but if I remember, I will let you know. But yeah, mainly just like props and costumes and stuff like that. Yeah.
One of my questions was how much do you reckon you'd spend on makeup? Because a lot of your videos are like have lots of makeup and things like that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't buy like the expensive makeup that you will use for everyday makeup. Like I'm buying like face paint and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So it is a waste of money essentially. You use it once and it's gone. But yeah, I've bought a lot of single-use eye contacts and they're like $40 each just for a 15-second TikTok, because they're single-use as in you'll wear it for a whole day. So if you're like doing a photo shoot or if you're like going to a festival or something, and no, I'm just putting them in for a 15-second TikTok. So I've bought a couple of those, and yeah, just like face paint and stuff.
Right.
If you're making like a video with a certain makeup or like with that eye contact, would you make a few videos that day?
Yes. Yeah. I try to make as like many as I can, but you're kind of limited to like what audios you can use and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you save up those and post them later, or would you?
Yes. Yeah. So usually I'll make as many as I can and then just like keep them in my drafts, and then like when I need to post something, I'll post them. Yeah. Sometimes they never go anywhere because I kind of miss the point to post it, and then it's kind of like, where did this costume come from? Why is she uploading this?
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask, is like, what's that lifespan like? Because TikTok sounds come and go all the time.
Yeah, they do. Usually when I'm doing a character, it's just because I like the character, and it's like, characters don't trend. You know what I mean? Like people just like characters. So those ones I can do whenever I want, really. Yeah.
Fair enough.
But yeah, like I'm pretty good at aligning like when a song is gonna work. So if you see a video like blowing up and you can go through the sound and see where the top videos are posted. And so if it's all like one day ago, go. Like now is your time to get on there, because your video is like, TikTok's going to be like, oh, they're using that sound everyone's liking at the moment, go. But like if it's a really big sound and it's been around for a week, you're a lost cause. It's not going to work.
Oh.
Yeah.
Interesting. Wow. So like if we jumped on the bad boy trend now, we'd be done.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's been a while. They like to recycle trends on TikTok, so you could be okay.
We might have a shot, Joe.
Yeah.
Interesting.
It's just when everyone's doing it that TikTok's like, nah.
Yeah.
Not you.
Sit down.
Exactly, yeah.
Right. Huh. I actually didn't know that lifespan of TikTok was like that
very
short.
Quick. Yeah, it's very quick.
Do you feel like makes your job harder? Like, do you feel what I'm actually asking is, do you feel pressured like to make stuff with certain sounds?
Sometimes it's like more helpful to me. Like one of my biggest TikToks was like a Portuguese song, and I saw it, and the top video had like 10,000 likes maybe, and I was like, that sound is going to go places. And I just sat on it for like 24 hours and I was like, I got to think of something. And I just posted it right time and it blew up. And I was like, got it.
Nice.
But it kind of helps me because I'm like, I know I've got to do that and I know I've got to do it now. Yeah. And it just like makes me not put it off, I guess, or procrastinate it.
Right.
Yeah.
You're like 10K, really cool. I can beat that.
Pretty much. No, I'm kidding. I'm just saying like it wasn't the sound that it is now.
Yeah. I'm bee's knees. I can kill this. I did warn you. This is not a serious show.
No.
Joe, I know we kind of skipped over your starting segment. We kind of got right into it, but I still really want to do it.
You want to do
fun.
it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Definitely.
Yeah, we're going to do this at the beginning, but it's kind of like a little get to know you segment. We've talked a lot about TikTok, which is awesome, and a lot about what you create and things like that. But we want to get to know you more.
Okay.
So really fun, really quick little thing.
Okay.
I'm going to it's like a speed round. I'm going to rattle off I'm going to give you two options, sort of.
Oh, okay.
So for example, I'll say pink or blue.
Oh, okay.
And you got to pick one.
Okay.
Okay. So pink or blue.
Blue.
Okay. Cats or dogs?
Cats.
Morning person or night owl?
Night owl.
Mars bar or Snickers?
Snickers.
Holiday in a tent or holiday in a hotel?
Hotel.
Books or movies?
Movies.
Apple or Android?
Apple. Ooh. That was not a positive reaction.
I was with you till then.
Sorry.
Super speed or super strength?
Super speed.
Okay. Summer or winter?
Winter, probably.
Oh, you guys are weird.
Yes.
Maths or English?
English.
Yeah, fair enough. Netflix or Disney Plus?
Netflix.
And then last one, Theo James or Harry Styles?
Harry Styles.
Yeah.
Fair
enough. I'm with you on all of those, except for the phone.
I'm so sorry. Pretend that question didn't happen. Sorry.
Joe, you're such a summer person.
I know.
I don't understand. Clothes are so much nicer in winter.
That's my point.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's fair. I just like the beach though.
Yeah.
I don't like sand and I'm scared of the ocean. So.
Well, that's a problem. We need to fix that.
No. No.
Yeah.
No, I rate those answers. Blue, great, happy.
Thank you.
Yeah, good.
That was probably the hardest question in there.
Good. I mean, clearly there was no bias. We've definitely not been subliminally messaging you this entire time.
Definitely.
Our whole set isn't blue.
No.
We did we had this guy like review our podcast basically on a live stream.
That was cool.
And he was like, oh, I really love all the blue. And then he was like, wait, all my colors are blue. I think I just like my colors.
Yeah, that was funny.
He was like, oh yeah, all right. So what did you do before, what did you do before TikTok?
I was on a gap year, and I didn't know where I was going with my life at all. I didn't really have any plan. I was kind of just trying to get into the workforce, like as in just like working, not studying or anything like that. Yeah. But yeah, TikTok was definitely the opportunity for me. It helped me out a lot and like guided me really well. So it came at the right time. Yeah.
Oh, that's good. So it really was the best time for that.
Yeah.
So did you have plans for studying before TikTok or anything like that?
Not really. When I was in school, I thought about teaching, but then I wanted to do primary school teaching and you had to take a science to do primary school teaching. And I was like, actually, I don't want that job.
Actually, you know what? No.
So, and then for a while I wanted to be an actor, but I kind of dropped that a little bit.
Hey!
Yeah.
My brother's actually an actor. He's studying at Whopper at the moment.
No way!
Whoa.
So, little plug for you, Josh.
Yeah.
I auditioned for Whopper and they said no.
Oh. I auditioned for QT and they said no. So.
Me too! Gotta love it.
Yeah.
I was like, I've been rejected once. Let's never go through that process again.
I know. I put all my eggs in one basket. I was like, QT? They said no.
Yeah, I was like, I literally auditioned for every single one.
Oh, really?
And ended up at USC.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Cool. I'll drive an hour and a half. That's fine.
Oh, yeah, true. Gee.
But no, it's fine. So do you feel like wanting to be an actor has kind of helped you out with where you're at now?
Well, yeah, I still love drama. I took drama all through school. And that's definitely like my thing. I'm a very creative person, I would say. And like my drama side of everything helps on TikTok. So I think without wanting to be an actor, I don't think I would have been on TikTok at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, because you're content is so different to everyone else's. Like it's
Thanks.
like you're welcome, but like it's like you are very much on the kind of, I don't know, like very cinematic and very acting heavy side rather than the, you know, here's a sound and I lip synced for 20 seconds.
Oh yeah, no. Put that on Instagram.
What are your thoughts on like lazy content? Because there's heaps of lazy content that blows up.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like there's so much content on TikTok. It just kind of depends what you're into. There's like something for everyone. So, you know, if lazy TikTok is your thing, cool. Doesn't really entertain me that much.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like seeing people put effort in. Like I'll see a video, it's not even that good, but I'm like, there is effort in that bad boy. I'm giving that a like.
Yeah.
You know,
Right.
Yeah.
Oh. I don't really have any extension questions. I feel like you had a couple more, didn't you?
No, all mine got answered.
Oh, okay. Well, we covered all the questions.
Yeah.
Well, we can just chat then.
Okay.
Yeah.
So like with what are your plans with your future TikToks? Do you have other characters that you want to try or
No.
No, I'm done. This is my announcement.
Actually retiring. No, I haven't uploaded in a while. I've got out of my swing, like I said before about YouTube.
Yeah.
I don't post as consistently as I did. I don't know. I don't like doing the same characters over and over. Like if someone's like, do Coraline, I'm like, I did that. Go watch it.
Do what I want.
Coraline I've done a couple times because I like getting better at it.
Yeah.
But I don't know. There's other people I could do. Like people are constantly being like, you look like this person, you look like this person. So there's definitely like options for me, but I don't have any ideas at the moment.
Did you kind of come across those initial ideas yourself, or was that people being like, you look like Coraline?
Well, yeah, my first ever TikTok ever was the sound, it's Marina and the Diamonds. It's, oh my God, you look just like,
Oh, yeah.
And so I just did 3 people that people said I looked like just outside of TikTok. But yeah, no, I never really got those kind of things until TikTok.
Right.
Because, that song was just trending at the moment. It just happened to be my
people
brand
in real
the end.
life aren't mean.
Yeah. Well, except for that one girl.
You're really awkward.
I know.
Yeah, no, like, yeah. I have I teach as one of my other jobs.
Okay, yeah.
And I have kids that are like, they just say
They're
what's
so
on their
honest,
mind. Yeah. It's always fun with kids where they're like, you're extra wrinkly today. I'm like, oh.
What does that even mean?
I don't know if that's a compliment or not.
Yeah, I did work experience in childcare for like 2 years. So I've definitely dealt with some kids.
Yeah, wow.
I know what you're talking about.
Oh, I had a question, but I can't remember what I was going to say. It's fine.
I had one too.
Yeah, just gone. We can just for a bit.
I'll think of my answer while you're thinking of the question.
Oh, yeah, no, cool, yeah.
I like that.
Wait, come up with your answer, and I'll come up with a question.
All right.
And then just say
and then I'll have to say
Yeah,
it?
and just say whatever the answer is.
Okay.
Okay, so my question is, if you could be any kind of animal, what animal would you be?
Blue.
That worked significantly better than I thought it would.
I can try something with you guys. There's this thing I've seen recently. It's how to sum up your personality in like 3-4 questions. If you want me to do that,
yes,
to you guys,
okay,
it's time
okay,
for me to
that
ask
sounds
you
fun.
questions.
All right, I'm ready.
Okay, so the first one is your favorite animal.
Dolphin.
Dolphin,
That's what I was
same.
gonna say.
Oh, both dolphin. Very good.
Dolphin fan.
Yay. That was weak high five. I'm so
I
sorry.
couldn't really read. There we go.
So that is how you view yourself, or that's what you are like. So we've got some dolphins in the room.
My laugh is just a dolphin laugh anyway.
The second question is your second favorite animal?
Monkey.
Monkey?
I don't know.
You can say me, it's okay.
You know, I thought monkey as well, but
Oh,
now I feel
wow.
like I'm just stealing your
We're on the
things.
same wavelength. No,
Yeah.
you can.
That's all right. You just get the same
Yeah,
answers.
let's just go monkey.
We do spend a significant amount of time together.
Yeah.
Well, that is supposed to describe your partner. So you have a monkey partner.
This is the part where Joe and I announced that I'm sure Alicia would love that.
Yeah, for sure.
The next question is like, what's the first thing you think of when you think of water?
Yucky.
Yucky.
Scary.
Okay.
Yummy. Like, it's nice. I love water. Can I have some water?
I'll have some water too, but I'm scared doing
but yeah, I was going to say, you need to be scared. I'll just be...
Well, why are you drinking the water? Oh my God.
For the audio listeners, I was shaking.
Very much.
Over the roadcaster, which is a little bit terrifying.
Maybe don't do that.
So that's
I
your...
paid for it. I can do what I want.
Yeah,
Fair,
true. Good point. That's supposed to be your idea of love. So, very different there.
Yucky, scary. You know
Yummy! And then the final question is, what do you think of darkness?
That was your answer.
That's my answer.
Are you sure that was not mine?
Well, okay, what, like...
She said darkness, not a whale. Like,
No, I was thinking like, oh, like nighttime, dark, have a headache, lying in bed, you know?
oh, okay. I think lonely. I think of darkness, yeah.
Okay. And then that's your idea of death.
Dirt. What were your answers, Maddie? I'm intrigued. You had dolphin for your first one.
Yeah, I think my second favorite animal was a rabbit. I love rabbits.
That's a good one.
Yeah. What was it? Water? I don't know what I said about water. I think I was like thinking.
What
of
are
the
your
ocean. I was
thoughts
like,
on water?
Yummy. And then darkness, I think I said was scary, and death is scary. So yeah.
Death is scary, but also It's like that. What's that meme? The one where it's like
Oh yes.
monkey.
Different one.
What did you?
There's a sound on TikTok and I love it. And if you haven't heard of it, I'll cry. But it's the inaudible accent challenge.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if I've heard of that.
Yeah, it's so good. That's my favorite one. I can go through the whole video without laughing, but as soon as the comes up, I'm like, I'm gone.
Is that the one where they type it out and then it's all like
yeah.
bleep bloop?
Yeah. It's all like crazy.
I love that trend. That's so good.
Very glad you understood that. That could have been really awkward.
I spend a lot of time on TikTok.
Yes.
I just don't understand it.
Yeah, me neither.
I'm just like, oh, like that. I enjoy that. We've never had questions asked of us on the show. I quite like that.
I don't want to talk about myself anymore. I'm putting the spotlight on
That's
you guys.
fair. Okay, feel free. I'm ready. Interview us, Maddie.
Oh no. Now I'm back on the spot. Oh no.
It's fine. We'll just sit in silence. Everyone, shh. Bees knees on TikTok.
Yes.
It's that we're going to finish the episode with some
that.
ASMR.
Yeah.
Is there an ASMR TikTok, like side of TikTok? Surely.
I haven't discovered it, but I'm sure it exists.
Didn't I tell you I found a TikToker who did that, and I was immediately scared.
Untapped market.
Oh yeah.
I'm going to start ASMR
get into
TikTok.
it, yeah.
Hello and welcome to my ASMR TikTok.
This is a podcast, Frank.
I feel bad for all of the, like just everyone that listens to that.
France.
So in summary, France, message us.
Yes.
That shopping centre we'll never go to again.
Perfect.
Yummy.
Yummy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good show.
Maddie, do you have anything that you want to finish on?
Thanks for having me.
Oh, gladly.
Thanks
A
for being
lot of
here.
fun. I enjoyed it
please.
very much.
Please plug all of your social media.
Oh, okay. If you search Bees Knees, BeaznKnees. Not very good at this. Go look at my YouTube. Yeah.
Sick.
Thank you.
No, it was great. It was great to have you
Yeah,
on. It was super
awesome.
fun. We actually were talking about this before the show. Is like we just do everything big straight away on the show. Like we did our first episode, like was full set with like professional mics and like everything ready. Then we built a proper set, and our first guest is like a TikToker with 600K.
Hello.
And I was like we were talking about it a couple of weeks ago. Literally, like when I messaged you and you messaged back, I was literally like, oh, we were talking about it the week before. I was like, oh, we should start getting guests on the show.
Yeah, it was like, this is our 20th episode. We should do something special.
And I was like, oh, like we can get someone like my artist friends and stuff. And then like you replied, and I was like, oh, we could do that. But yeah, no, thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
It was super fun. Genuinely think that was the most fun I've had in an episode.
Yeah.
So it was great.
Yay.
All right, so I'll plug all of our social media
go
at the Froe Show on everything. If you enjoyed this episode and you want to see the after episode, the after Froe Show with Maddie as well, you can check that out on Patreon at patreon.com/the Froe Show. Maddie, at the end of every episode, we say bye, and we go bye, bye, bye. But how about today we go bye, bye, bye?
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah?
Okay.
So we'll go this way.
Pay attention.
All right.
Yeah.
Ready? Okay. So on your bye.
I'm the last one, right?
You're the last one.
Okay, good.
I'm going to hit the sound effect on your bye. So this is all up to you.
What?
I'm putting all the pressure
Maybe
in.
Maddie should hit the sound effect.
Oh,
Can I?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's that one.
Do I have to like click
Is the
really
fader
hard?
back
Or
up?
is
No,
it
it's
soft?
like you can press one of these to try it. Those don't have sounds. So you get an idea. Yeah, and it'll like the second you just bop it.
Okay.
All right, you ready? So hover your finger over it.
Okay.
All right, ready? Thank you so much for listening to this episode of the Froe Show. That was episode 20.
Ooh.
We will see you all next week. Just Joe and I.
Yeah.
Unless Maddie wants to come back.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I'll be here.
Totally.
All right, we'll see you next week. Thank you so much. Bye.
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 Nailed it.
Awesome.
Thank you. That was so much fun.
Let me fade these ones out. Goodbye.